It's getting dark, but I gotta show you that I'm actually hauling stuff on the back of this blue truck. It's just a couple pieces of PVC pipe, but check it out. See, I actually use this truck to haul something. Look at that. I actually use it. So the Piggott Heritage Car Show is this weekend, and I want to make a tripod dolly for out there at the park. That way we can get some awesome shots with a new GoPro. I'm going to show you how to make that. I've already went to Menards today. You got some of the supplies and a couple pieces of PVC pipe. I already had a few laying around, so I didn't have to get much. So this project's already keeping down pretty low on the price. But now I'm going to show you the hardware and the piece of PVC pipe and what I'm using for the wheels themselves. Here's my assortment of PVC pipe ends, like my T's, and the ends you'll need, and then all of they call them Y-pipe T's, I believe, something like that. All those that the actual tripod will go in. You gotta watch out. I went to Menards, and see how that's got threads inside there? Well, that's the part the tripod is going to go in. So I also had to buy these caps that will screw in at the top right there. Now, I didn't know it until I got here, but that actually works out really good for me, because I'm going to take the end caps off the bottom of my tripod, and they'll actually sit right down inside there. So that worked out really good, actually. Here's all the hardware we got to have: the locking nuts, the actual 5/16 bolts, some block washers, and some normal washers. Now, we'll step out here, and I'm going to show you the actual PVC pipe and what I'm using for the wheels. That's some of the pieces of PVC pipe. Now check out what I'm using for the wheels. Yeah, that's right, skateboard wheels. Now the ones I guarantee you've seen people build before, they use roller skate wheels. About anything you can think of. I had to go buy that skateboard for some of the wheels, but I actually had this skateboard laying around. These wheels, I'm not a skateboarder, so these wheels are definitely not that wore out. They're a little dirty, but I think they'll be just fine. This is definitely a time crunch, so using that skateboard for some of the wheels, I probably just use 2 of them, because you only need 6 wheels. So, and I got 8 here, so I'll use 4 out of the brand new skateboard from Walmart, and then I'll use 2 off of the old skateboard. Now, I've never actually used them, but these are ratcheting PVC pipe cutters. That's what it says on the package. This will cut up to 1 3/8, I guess clean, through a piece of PVC pipe instead of using a chop saw. I'm going to take my GoPro camera that we're using for this video off, and I'm going to start measuring pieces of PVC pipe out for us to cut. First of all, we have to measure the bottom of the tripod. That way we know how big of a distance, how big of a, somewhat of a triangle we have to cut. Now, there's our tripod. So now we're going to take, and this is the front over here. And I use that for the front because I got my GoPro app phone attached to the front there. Pretty awesome little app going on. But, alright, so we're going to get this going here. From center to center, we're right at 23. Pretty close to 23. So, we're going to write down front 23 inches. Now, we need to know from our center to up here, our center post, because you know it's a tripod, there's 3 from over there in the center of that all the way down. Now it's about 21. That's what we're gonna go with. So 21. Our T's here, 3 inches. Now you actually have 1 inch of dead space inside there, which you can actually see inside the tube in there, that there's actually a line that the piece of PVC pipe is going to stay on. So our measurement here says 23 inches. That's what our front is. So getting rid of the center line there, that means it's going to be 22. Now we need to make 2 pieces, because you're going to have a piece going to the right side of your tripod and the left side of your tripod. I just learned something. I want to explain to everybody. I just said, see how that piece? It's 3 inches wide. That's a T. 3 inches wide. They were from Menards. Now, I'm not sure where this one come from. A local shop, you know, years ago. That's some of the stuff from my dad. Now, check that out. That is like 1 3/4, just a hair past 1 3/4 on that one. But they're still, you know, it's, oh, look at that. It don't even stick in there a full inch. So that's going to take a little bit of messing with. When you do your math for your tripod stand, the triangle, you need to take account for all that stuff. So like these right here from Menards, they fit in there exactly 1 inch. And then you got this one that's from a local shop, that's 3/4. So make sure you pay attention to all that. Now, I want to show you how important it is to lay out your stuff. Now, the center here, which is actually going to be standing up like this, that's going to hold that tripod. There's actually a line on these. Perfect little line. Okay, so I can put the end and tape measure right there. And then, like I said, it's 23 to the other. So I'm going to, from point to point. Alright, now, like I said, you need to do all your measurements before you start cutting everything. So mine's actually 23, so I want to find the middle. So I divide by 2, which is 11.5. So I almost just put it at 11, not realizing what I was doing until I laid it down on the floor. So I put that at 11.5. Now, saying that, remember I said that these pipes, now I've used every one of these from the same place. Okay, so they're exactly 1 inch inside that pipe. Okay, now I said that, you know, I got it, the center one at 11.5. I want to know what my 2 pipe pieces need to be. And everybody probably did the math, but I'm going to make this one 10. And I think if I make this one 10, I'll be right at it. Now we're going to unpack the ratcheting PVC pipe cutters. Check these out. Got a cool little safety. Open it up. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. And closes right on the piece. So that's gonna be awesome. Open up all the way. That opens it up. So now it's time to get some PVC pipe and start in. Now I've stuck both of our pieces in, our 10s, in order like this. Because remember, this is the center, so this is going to go out to your other post. But right there is what holds going to hold that into that tripod. That's going to hold the right side. Now, I take a tape measure from center to center, right at 23. We got the front of the tripod, is what I would use for the front. Now we got to have the piece that goes to the back that will hold that piece, the third leg. Now, our front was 23. And our center is 21. So now we're going to cut that piece. Now we've done our math just like we did on the front. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that. Came right on. And that's actually pretty solid when you push down on it. It's pretty solid. The floor of the barn actually is a little bit of, keeps it uneven. But you barely push on any pressure on that, and all of them go down in there. Now everybody's going to use something different probably. But the cheapest thing and the easiest thing for me to find was skateboard. So now we're going to start taking the skateboard wheels off. So taking them nuts off. Getting them off the axles. Now here's the brand new, this is the new skateboard here. So we're actually going to use all 4 of these. Now, we have a skateboard. Got our snap-on tools, of course. I've actually checked all these. And a 13mm fits these perfectly. So that's what we're going to take them off with. Now we're going to take these end caps and I'm going to drill a 5/16 hole for this 5/16 bolt. Now we got all our holes drilled and all our pieces, all 8 of them. So now we're going to stick our wheels in there. Now I've got all my wheels put together, like so, just like that. I'm going to take my Y, so I already got that one on there, pop them in. Now, I can put on that on the other end. You gotta do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you do it 3 more times. Look at that. Got the wheels on the front side, just like that. Just like right there. Piece of the tripod. Awesome. Now all I gotta do is build the bottom one. Now remember, we're gonna have to cut these little pieces out like this off of your 3/4 inch PVC pipe. So right here's the junction. That's got to go in that to go to another junction. Now, remember, mine's a 1 inch deep inside there, so it's 2 inches. One right side will be in one, and the left side will be in the other. You only need 2. But if yours is 3/4 inch, you need to change your size. Now this end piece we had to make like so. See, there's 4, but that's your pipe to go to your center bar. Now, but there's the pieces that's talking about 2 inch to connect everything together. Here's the finished product. I was going to do this video at the show itself this weekend, but got busy and the rain and such. But the tripod came out really good. Here's a picture of the wheels, and now the actual tripod stand is on there. And you can see I'd have a actual old car show metal sign that we painted. It's just weight. It's just a piece of metal that I have hanging from the hook. And because they are skateboard wheels, that puts pressure on the skateboard wheels, and it does roll a lot better. That's just a standard tripod, and that's something with me playing with it more and more. I've learned that it needs a lot of weight underneath it, and then it needs a lot better tripod. This is just probably a $35 or so Walmart tripod. And I mean, it does roll. That's not the problem. It rolls pretty decently, but it's the actual, you're sitting here doing a tracking shot, and you need to be able to rotate this back and forth to stay on the object as you're going down the line. And not every shot is like that, A while ago I just left the camera straight and I went straight down my truck like that. And I mean, it's going to give you a shot that rolls down the side of the truck, but it just all depends on the shot. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I really appreciate it, and hit like and share, all that. I'll post more pictures of the car show pretty soon, and I'll see y'all next time.